you today? Welcome to the John R. Park Homestead Conservation Area. For everyone tuning in on Facebook Live, a big welcome to you as well. My name is Sue DeJarle and I'm a board member with the Essex Region Conservation Authority and also a longtime member of the John R. Park Homestead Advisory Board and an even longer time volunteer out here. So this is one of my favorite places in Essex County. I'd also like to recognize fellow board members, Councillor Morley Bowman, Chris Vanderdolen, Jim Morrison, and Steve Bjorkman. Thank you. We will begin by acknowledging that the land on which we gather is the traditional territory of the Three Fires Confederacy of First Nations, comprised of the Ojibwe, the Ottawa, and the Potawatomi peoples. We value the significant historical and contemporary contributions of local and regional First Nations and all of the original peoples of Turtle Island, North America. It's hard to believe that exactly 6 months ago today, on February the 14th, when we came together to hear from MP Kuzmarchuk on behalf of the Minister Jolie that the Government of Canada was contributing $600,000 to create the new Heritage Centre and to get a first look at the design of this community jewel. And as an understatement, there's been an awful lot that's gone on in the last 6 months. What a lot of changes, eh? Some of them we never saw coming. But despite that fact, we were forced to make radical and rapid changes to almost everything we do. What's remained constant is the history that the John R. Park Homestead represents and the community's value of this special place. It's now my pleasure to welcome back Eric Kuzmarchuk, MP for the riding of Windsor-Tecumseh.
Thank you very much, Sue. Really do appreciate it. It is absolutely wonderful to be here today. I'm going to keep my words short here, which actually pains me because that means I have to return to the office sooner than I would like. But this is an absolutely beautiful day today, a spectacular location, and just a wonderful announcement today. You know, if you close your eyes for a second, you could sort of imagine what the Heritage Centre is going to look like. And you could also picture, you could almost hear the voices of young people coming here, taking advantage of the Heritage Centre as an education center. And you could picture grandparents bringing their grandkids here, parents bringing their families here. You could picture visitors from outside Essex County, outside Ontario, outside Canada for that matter. You could picture them coming here, the different languages that they speak, different attire that they have, and coming here to this location, to the Heritage Centre, as a tourism hub for this entire region. And what's absolutely exciting about today is the fact that it's no longer just a vision. It's no longer just an idea, but it's quickly becoming a reality. And by the spring, we won't have to close our eyes no more. We will be able to be here, celebrate this incredible addition to this incredible landscape and this incredible history that's here. On behalf of the federal government, on behalf of Minister Jolie, I'd like to sincerely thank all the partners that are part of making this incredible idea and vision a reality. I'd like to thank the Essex Regional Conservation Authority. I'd like to thank the Essex Regional Conservation Foundation. I'd like to thank Stephanie and Barry Zeckelman, all the people that contributed to this remarkable initiative. It is a beautiful day today, and it's going to be an absolutely spectacular day when the Heritage Centre opens. Thank you very much. It's a beautiful day today.
Eric, such a big thank you to you and Minister Jolie for your support. This is truly a once-in-a-generation opportunity to create this beautiful Heritage Centre that will enhance tourism and education in our region It's now my pleasure to introduce Mayor Larry Snively from the town of Essex. We are grateful to the town of Essex, the council and administration who have been extremely supportive of the new Heritage Center, and we're delighted to welcome you here today.
Thank you very much. What a great event. This has been an ongoing thing, I think, for months, and we have struggled through this COVID, and I'll tell you, to get through that and to announce this happening today, this is great. So good morning, and on behalf of our council and our community, I'd like to welcome all of you from the town of Essex. First, I'd like to thank all the supporters of this project. To the member of our parliament, Eric, I'm going to say it, Karuzmak, and the federal government's Canadian Experiences Fund for supporting and recognizing the importance of tourism to our local communities. It's so important for this. To Stephanie and Barry Zackelman, who have demonstrated time and time again an incredible generosity to our region and its citizens. And if I can just speak a little further on that, just not this event. You look at the Zackelmans, they're very generous to all our municipalities with funding for different projects, and we have to put a big thanks out to the Zackelmans. To the estate of Mrs. Elvira Wago, which continues to represent her legacy of protecting and preserving local history. Finally, to my fellow members of council who agreed to invest in this project, and it was brought forward by Councillor Bjorkman, and I got to thank him. He said, one way or the other, we're going to come up with this money. So thank you. Thank you. I also like to thank the staff and volunteers of John R. Park. You provided incredible service by educating visitors about our local heritage, and I'm sure you're looking forward to using the new space. It's going to be fantastic. This is just not an investment in the building. It's the investment in honoring our community's past, and investing in ensuring the homestead can be visited by people of all ages and abilities. So once again, thank you, and what a great project. So thank you to everybody that invested and everybody that's here today. It's a great event. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Snively. Tourism is one of the cornerstone industries upon which our region thrives. The town of Essex Tourism Hub and the Heritage Center will serve as an important conduit to encourage guests to experience as many of the amazing locations and destinations as they can while visiting our local area, and we're so grateful for that. Before we welcome our next speaker, I also want to take a moment to recognize Dan Amiconi and Carmen Brunoni here from Architectura, who created a vision that exceeded our highest expectations. And Mirko Kanji, the project manager from Gulf Developments.
He's on the site because someone around.
Okay. Who will lead the team that brings the Heritage Center plans to reality. Also, a special recognition to Kevin Money. He's IRCA's Director of Conservation Services, whose determined leadership has allowed the project to get to this stage. Thank you, all of you. Now, 6 months ago, the Essex Region Conservation Foundation, in partnership with the Campaign Cabinet, committed to raise an additional $600,000 to create this Heritage Center. And I'm delighted to welcome Claire Wales, Vice President of the Essex Region Conservation Foundation, to update us on this project. Claire?
It's hard to believe that only 6 months have passed since the foundation committed to fundraise in order to match the incredibly generous grant that Eric announced from the Canadian Experiences Fund. On February 14th, we were also so thankful to the Stephanie and Barry Zackelman Foundation, which made the leadership commitment of $100,000 to create the Stephanie and Barry Zackelman Snively, and to the town of Essex, thank you for your leadership, support, and contribution to the new Heritage Centre. The Town of Essex Tourism Hub will be a wonderful feature that benefits visitors and businesses in our region. Thank you also to the Friends of John R. Park Homestead, the Hibiscus Foundation, the Selleck family, the Woodbridge family, the late Elvira Weigel, and so many other generous supporters of the project. Thank you all for your incredibly generous donations, which have enabled this dream to become a reality. For all of you who have contributed to this project and are watching from home, thank you. We can't wait to welcome you to the Heritage Centre's grand opening in person in just a few months' time. Thanks to all of your efforts, I'm delighted to announce that $1,050,000 has been raised to date, or 88% of our overall fundraising goal. I'd like to take a quick moment to acknowledge the volunteer campaign cabinet who has been so integral in working with these many generous donors. Thank you to Lynn Baker, Leslie Balsilli, Lisa Bauer, Janet Coben, Bev Sear, Amanda Gelman, and Kate Rosser-Davies for your wonderful efforts. With just a few months left, watch for some exciting new fundraising activities to be announced to be sure we can reach our goal and create this legacy project to be experienced and beloved by generations to come. Once again, to everyone who has demonstrated their support for the Heritage Centre, our biggest thank you.
Claire, that's amazing news. Thank you so much. 88%, folks, we've just got a little ways to go. On behalf of all the students, tourists, guests, and businesses who benefit from this new Heritage Centre, please let me thank you, the Foundation, the Zuckelman Foundation, the Town of Essex, and all of the wonderful donors that have help us reach 88%. And they're supporting the Heritage Centre. We can't wait to learn more about the exciting efforts that will get the campaign across the finish line in the coming months. So once again, a big thank you to Eric, the Government of Canada, and especially all of the amazing donors who have supported the Heritage Centre. We certainly appreciate it. At this time, I'd like to invite all speakers, along with Richard Wyma, who is IRCA's General Manager and the Foundation's Executive Director, Lisa Bauer, President of the Friends of the John R. Park Homestead, Lynn Baker, Chair of the John R. Park Homestead Advisory Board, Kevin Money, and Chris Ives, the Homestead's Curator and Education Coordinator, to please join us to break ground for this exciting project.
Okay.
Seems I have one more shovel. Councillor Bjorkman, since you were so kind of would you take hold of that shovel, please? We work here. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Okay, so it's a big hole. Is everyone ready? You got a lot of work to do. Okay, in 3, the photographer, is everybody ready? 2, 1, let's get that hole done. Could we just do one where everybody's looking up? So we got the action shots. If everyone can just look. That's our pose shot. For anyone who needs it. I know why I'm smiling.